look behind me, all around me, there's presents and a tree. And we're doing a special practice today to take some time, a few minutes during our Christmas or holiday season, just to kind of wind down, create a little bit of movement. Nothing too strenuous, keeping it nice and gentle as always. But taking this practice either during the holidays, after the holidays, whenever works best for you. But this could be a great thing to do early in the morning just to kind of ground yourself and set the tone for the day. So with that, grab your mat, get into something comfortable, and I'll meet you here on your mat. So we're going to start on our backs. Great place to start. Let's start by bringing your knees into the chest. And give yourself a big squeeze. So tug those knees into your chest, super tight. And maybe just take those ankles, work some ankle circles, pull your knees away from the midline of the body, and just take some ankle circles to the right and to the left. Nice and gentle. And then take that right knee into the chest and extend that left leg long. Continue circling out. That right ankle to the right and to the left. And then gently start to take that right knee over, away from the midline of the body, opening up that right side hip flexor, and then bring it back through center, taking it with the left palm, and taking that right knee, crossing it over the left side of the body, and extending that right shoulder onto your mat. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, draw the right shoulder into the mat. Right knee comes across the left side of the body. Deep stretch into the low spine. If you are pregnant here, just make sure to watch that twist. You don't want to go too deep here, so I'm keeping that right knee hovering and not touching it across the side of my body. So just keep it nice and gentle. Now extend that right leg long, interlace your fingers right behind the top of the knee, flex into the foot, really fan out those toes. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, drive those toes into the crown of your head, keeping that right foot nice and flexed, fanning out those toes, really pressing that heel into the ceiling. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, draw those toes in a little bit deeper. We're just taking a nice little hamstring stretch to start the morning or day. One more deep breath in, really press that heel into the ceiling. And as you exhale, bend into that knee, grab the outside of that right foot and drive that right knee down into the mat. So you're taking a half happy baby here. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Let's take one more breath in here together. And exhale. Go ahead and release that right heel. Bring it over to the top of that left thigh. So right in the hip crease of that left thigh. Drive that right knee down. Just bring your hand to your belly here. Nice flat back. Using that left hand to grab the right foot and just drive it into the left thigh. So if that's too uncomfortable for you, if you're feeling it too deep of a stretch here, you should be feeling it in the right side quad. Take that right heel, bring it to the inside of the left thigh, and continue to drive that knee down. Deep breath in. Big exhale. One more breath here. And exhale. As you inhale, bring that right knee back into center. Give it one more tight squeeze and switch legs. So take that left knee into the chest, right leg extends long, and let's take some ankle circles here on the left. So as you interlace your fingers, bringing that left knee into your chest, taking some nice ankle circles on the left, and then start to drive that left knee away from the midline of the body, opening up that left side hip flexor as you keep the back nice and flat, maybe resting your right palm on your right hip. Deep breath in. Big exhale. One more breath here. And exhale. As you inhale, bring that left knee back to center. Extend the left leg long. Interlace your fingers right on top behind that left knee. Flex into that left side foot Really press that heel into the ceiling, and as you exhale, drive those toes into the crown of your head. So you're feeling the left side of that hamstring open up and release. As you exhale, driving those toes into the crown of your head. So I really want to start this way to keep the rhythm and the flow, but also just to stretch us out a little bit before we move into this practice this morning. Deep breath in. Big exhale as you drive those toes into the crown of your head. One more breath here. And exhale. Bend that left side knee. Grab the outside of that left foot and drive that left knee down into your mat. Once again, keeping those hips nice and square. That right hand is just resting gently on the right hip. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, drive that left knee down into your mat. Deep breath in. And exhale. You're feeling the release in the backside of the hamstring, feeling it in the glutes, the quads, and then take that left heel, drive it over to the right thigh, right on that right hip crease, using your right hand to guide that foot. Left knee draws down, deep breath in here. Feeling those ribs expand, and as you exhale, drive the belly down in towards the base of the spine as you let out all of that toxic air, that loose air. Deep breath in. And exhale. And then bring that left knee back into the chest. Bring both knees back into the chest. And really just massage out the low back. So really you can do this practice in the midst of chaos. You know, things are going on in the kitchen, stuff's happening. Just taking that time in your space to yourself and creating that own space. You can't always have the perfect conditions, but what you can do is take your own space in your own time and create those conditions for yourself. So that's really the key during the holidays. Sometimes it's hard to get away from family if you're staying with others. And so a great way to do that is just to take some time and space on your mat and just take some time to yourself in and amongst all the chaos. So slowly bring those knees into your chest and slowly start to roll up. And then come into that boat position. So we really want to drive the tailbone down into your mat. So bring your chest forward. I'm going to keep my hands right behind my knees, but keeping my knees bent, slightly extend my legs. Keep your chest nice and open here, long spine, head in line with the spine here. If you're not pregnant, you can definitely take the arms to the side and extend them long. So just making sure that keep that chest nice and open here. Just warming up the core. Deep breath in. Big exhale. One more deep breath in. And big exhale. So bring those feet gently back down onto your mat. And let's work yourself into a tabletop position. Bringing those palms directly underneath the shoulders. And let's just take that tailbone and bring it right to left. Give a nice little workout of the tailbone, wagging the dog, just kind of taking that spine. And let's work through some cat-cows. As you exhale, drop your head, peel the shoulder blades away from one another. And as you inhale, drop the belly, draw the chin and chest forward, drop that belly. Tip the tailbone once again. Let's take two more here as you exhale, really rounding out the spine. Inhale, come forward. One more here, exhale, round it out. Draw the belly button in. And as you inhale, come back. Up into center, take those knees wide. Take your hips and sink them back into your heels. Extend your arms long. Take child's pose. Really press those palms into your mat. This is such a great grounding pose, so keeping this posture and allowing the hips to sink back into the heels and just kind of nuzzle yourself back into this position, creating a nice comforting space, grounding that tailbone, the hips, letting them sink into the heels, and really pressing those palms into the mat as the elbows fall heavy onto your mat. Relax the neck and shoulders. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Deep breath in. Big exhale. And next inhale, slowly come back up into tabletop position. Work through a few neck and shoulder stretches here. So just take that left arm, pressing that right palm into your mat. Take your left arm, extend it to the sky. Take your gaze beyond those fingertips. And as you exhale, drop that left shoulder onto your mat. Extend the right leg long. So you can, or right arm long. You can press that right palm into your mat. You can take it and extend it overhead, or take that right hand behind the left hip. Whatever position works best for you. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. And slowly work yourself back up into a tabletop position. Switching sides here. So left palm plants, right arm reaches to the sky, and slowly swoop that right arm underneath the left elbow and extend that left arm long. Deep breath in here. Big exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Last inhale here. Slowly start to take that left palm back underneath the shoulder, taking you back into your tabletop position. Curl those toes under, press down through the palms, and lift the hips high. Let's start by just pedaling out the feet, working those heels, pressing them into your mat, shaking your head, taking it yes, no, maybe so. And then taking those feet about hip distance apart, pressing those heels into the mat. Let's bend the knees and then walk your hands to your feet and let your head fall heavy here. Relax the neck and shoulders, grab opposite elbows, and just kind of shake it out. Slight sway to the right and to the left. Releasing the low back, the neck, the shoulders, where we tend to keep a lot of that tension in the body. Deep breath in. And exhale. Release those palms onto your mat. Halfway lift. Inhale, lengthen the spine here. And as you exhale, find your fold. One more inhale, halfway lift. And as you exhale, find your fold. As you inhale, slowly rise up. Come into your mountain pose or Tadasana. Reach and extend those arms overhead here. Deep breath in. Draw those elbows back in line with the ears. Gaze is facing forward. Relax the shoulders, drop them down. Tuck that tailbone under. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, bring your palms to heart center. Inhale, reach and extend those arms overhead. And as you exhale, find your fold. And then slowly walk those hands into a plank position. So starting in your plank position, deep breath in. And as you exhale, press back through your heels into downward dog. Inhale, float back into your plank. Exhale, press back into your downward dog. One more inhale, float into your plank. Exhale, back into your downward dog. Deep breath in. And exhale, release. Right knee comes into the chest, right foot plants. Make sure you're nice and square here. So keeping those hips nice and square, plant that right foot into your mat. As you inhale, come up into your high lunge. Take those arms overhead here. Deep breath in, reach and extend those arms overhead here. And as you exhale, drop that left heel. So you're coming into a warrior one. So all you did here is transition from that crescent lunge. Keep that right knee nice and bent, and you drop that left heel. Exhale, warrior two. Right arm comes forward, left arm comes back. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink a little bit deeper into that right side. And as you inhale, reach and extend that right leg. Slowly take that torso forward and then drop the right palm right inside that left ankle. Left arm reaches to the sky. And rotate that shoulder back. Deep breath in. Exhale as you rotate the shoulder. Keep that right foot pressed into your mat. One more breath here. Slowly start to bend into that right side knee. Come back into your warrior two. Sink a little bit deeper here. As you inhale, come back to center. Take both feet parallel. Inhale, reach and extend the arms overhead. And exhale, find your fold. Let your head fall heavy here. And just kind of shake it out. Maybe just a little bit of swing. Bend into that right side knee, the left side knee. Just stretching out the hamstrings, loosening up the neck and shoulders. Let's take 2 more breaths here. And then come back to center and slowly rise up. Reach those arms overhead. As you exhale, rotate that right foot back into your warrior two. Bend into that right side knee. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, rotate both hands down to the mat. Right foot meets the left, and you can either step back into your plank pose or come all the way into your tabletop. Slowly work your way down into your mat. You can drop your knees here. Inhale, mini cobra. And as you exhale, sit your hips back into your heels. Take child's pose. Deep breath in. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. And slowly start to work your way back into your tabletop position, working back into your downward dog. Lift your hips high, pedal out those feet. Nice little stretch of the heels, and start to walk the hands back to the feet once again as you bend the knees. Let your head fall heavy here. Take those fingertips right behind the knees, bend into the knees, extend the legs long, and bring your chest in towards the thigh, nose in towards the knees. Bend the knees and extend the legs long. One more here, bend the knees and extend the legs long. Let the head fall super heavy here. Deep breath in and exhale. Slowly start to walk yourself up into your Tadasana, reaching and extending those arms overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, hands at heart center. Deep breath in and exhale. Inhale, reach those arms overhead. And as you exhale, float down onto your mat and gently start to walk your hands out, back into your walk back into your plank pose. As you exhale, lift your hips high. Inhale, float back into your plank pose. Exhale, press the hips back, take your downward dog. Inhale, float back into your plank pose. And as you exhale, last one, lift your hips high, take your downward dog, take that right knee into your chest, place that left foot, and come into your high lunge position. So reach and extend those arms overhead, keep those elbows in line with the ears, deep breath in. And as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper here. Keep drawing those elbows back in line with the ears here, keeping that breath nice and fluid. Deep breath in. As you exhale, drop that right heel. Keep driving your hips forward here. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, reach and extend those arms. And as you exhale, take your warrior two. Keep your gaze beyond those fingertips. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink deeper. As you inhale, start to extend that left leg long. Take your torso forward and then rotate that left palm to the inside left ankle and reach and extend that right arm to the sky as you rotate that shoulder back. Deep breath in. Big exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. Start to bend that left side knee, come back into your warrior two. Deep breath in, bend a little bit deeper here. And then work yourself all the way back up into that star pose. And as you exhale, find your fold. Let your head fall heavy here. Press those feet into your mat. Release the neck and shoulders here. Deep breath in. And exhale. Slowly rise, come into halfway up. So you keep your back nice and flat here. Extend those arms out to the side. Engage that low belly. Press the toes and the heels into your mat. Inhale, start to release and extend your arms overhead. As you exhale, bring those hands behind the low back. Press those palms away. And as you exhale, let your chest come forward, come back and float into a nice straight spine here. So head is in line with the spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, sink deeper. Inhale, slowly start to peel that chest back up. Reach and extend the arms overhead. Take your warrior two once again. Bend into that left side knee. Deep breath in. And as you exhale, rotate those hands down to your mat. Take your right foot back to meet your left. Come into your plank pose. And you can go through your vinyasa as you would. Take chaturanga. I'm going to drop my knees here. Take your upward dog. Take the knees wide. Come into your child's pose. Let your head fall heavy here. Once again, grounding yourself. Finding that space on your mat. Giving yourself that time to breathe. Let it out. Taking in all of your surroundings, the sounds, the smells. Coming back to your base. Rooting yourself here, right now, in this space on your mat. And slowly work yourself back up. So you're going to bring those knees into your chest once again. So I want to finish here with an inversion. So you can take an inversion of your choice. If you have a block, you can take those blocks, that one block, and stack it right underneath your sacrum and extend your legs long like so. Or you can take a supported bridge where you're going to keep the block on its end right underneath your sacrum and keep your hips lifted. Take a supported shoulder stand here. Because I've been doing this, and it's fun to do if I'm pregnant because I've been doing it. Don't try this if it's your first time and you're pregnant, definitely. So we're going to start by just rolling the hips, and then we're going to take the hands and support right underneath the top of the hips, and then start to draw those elbows back in. It's a little bit harder when you're pregnant. So keeping your legs extended long. You can either bend into the knees and extend them. You can take those legs long. You can take plow here with both legs overhead. Definitely not going to be doing that today. But just take what you need. You really want to bring that blood flow back into the brain. And just take that circulation. Bring that energy. Drop back through the body. Take about 5 breaths here, whatever feels good. And slowly start to bring your hips back down onto your mat. Bringing your knees into your chest. Rolling out that spine a little bit. Let's take those heels together, knees apart, and to bring your elbows into your goalpost arms. So keeping that chest nice and open here. Let's take a deep breath in here. And exhale. Deep breath in. And exhale. And from here, if you want to take that right hand to the belly and the left palm to the heart, you can do that. Or bring your arms down to the side. Just take a few minutes however much time you have, and just take that time to breathe. Let yourself feel this practice. Bring it back to your intentions, drawing your awareness to here, to this present moment. Again, taking in all of those senses, the smells, the sounds, the feelings. Breathing it in and breathing it out. And we'll close here today, wishing you all the merriest of Christmas, happiest holidays, wonderful time with your family and your friends. Thank you for taking this moment to take this practice with me today. And the light in me honors the light in you. I'm grateful for each and every one of you. Namaste.